Hey guys, last week we worked on going to the tenths place, which is one spot to the right of the decimal. Now we're talking about the hundredths place. So we need to keep in mind that there is 1 0 in the number 10. So the tenths place is one slot to the right of the decimal. Well, now we're doing the hundredths, or pieces out of 100. So there are 2 zeros in 100, so the hundredths place is 2 slots to the right of the decimal. So this can get a little bit tricky because this is 7 tenths and this is 7 hundredths. We had to do a place value holder in the tenths place. So the positioning of your number, how many slots to the right of the decimal, is very important because it means the difference between 7 out of something that was cut into 10 pieces or 7 out of something that was cut into 100 pieces. And the bigger the denominator, or the more pieces it got chopped into, the smaller those pieces will be. So this model is called a flat, and there are 100 squares in this model. So we're talking about hundredths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces shaded out of 100. So as a fraction, we would write that 6 over 100. And as a decimal, we would write it decimal 06. Because if we would have put our 6 right here, we would be saying it was 6 tenths. So 100 has 2 zeros. So 6 hundredths as a decimal would be written like this. So screenshot my answers if you need to. These were fractions that we converted to a decimal. All of them had 100 as their denominator, so we're talking about pieces out of 100. So the number that was the numerator had to go 2 slots to the right of the decimal in the hundredths place. So we needed a place filler in the tenths place. So screenshot my answers here if you need to make any changes for yours. That 5 is in the hundredths place, so the numerator is 5 and the denominator is 100, and the rest of them followed that pattern. All those numbers are 2 spots to the right of the decimal, 2 zeros and 100, so we're talking pieces out of 100 or hundredths. That THS on the end always means pieces.